The Christmas invitation never showed up. No call, no email, nothing but silence. In Chicago, the winter air cut into my skin like shards of glass each time I stepped outside. Still, I kept checking my phone, though I already knew it would be empty. My thumb hovered over the Messages app, wishing I'd see a cheerful note from Mom about dinner, or a goofy meme from Dad about tangled lights, or even a last-minute plea from Alex begging me to help wrap gifts. Instead, there was nothing. Just emptiness. It felt like I'd been erased. Then, on December 20th, something did arrive. Not a card, not a present, but a stiff UPS envelope stamped with my parents' names on the return label. My pulse quickened. Maybe this was a late invitation, a peace offering. With trembling fingers, I tore it open. Inside was a single sheet. No letter, no note. Just an invoice. I stared at the number, $25,000. It hit me like a bucket of ice water. I read the line twice. The SUV I'd helped my younger brother test drive last spring. My chest tightened. There was no explanation. No "Dear Chloe," no apology. Just a demand for money. And in that moment, the truth landed hard. I wasn't family anymore. I was a transaction, a bank account. My name is Chloe Wynn, 30 years old, living in Chicago, Illinois. This is the story of how my family tried to erase me, and how I made sure they never forgot me at Christmas again. Before I explain what I did, drop a comment if you've ever been treated like a wallet by your own family. And follow if you believe in quiet victories. I'm Chloe Wynn. I built my own digital marketing agency from nothing. Late nights, cheap takeout, endless grind. But it was on my terms. It had to be. That's how it always worked in my family. From the start, I learned that if I wanted something, I'd have to make it happen alone. We lived in a polished Chicago condo that looked perfect from the outside. Neat home, smiling photos, a family that seemed ideal. My parents, Lynn and Victor, cared more about appearances, what neighbors thought, what friends saw, than about honesty or feelings. Holiday portraits sparkled, school events were carefully staged. To the world, we looked flawless. The truth was far from it. My younger brother Alex, now 24, was always the golden child. In their eyes, everything he did was perfect, even when it wasn't. He could shout, he could mess up, he could fail, and Mom would still say, "Oh, Alex is just sensitive," or "He needs more support, Chloe." He always got excuses while I was expected to stay strong. I saw it from the start. I was 5 when Alex, at 3, ripped one of my drawings to pieces. I cried, but Mom rushed straight to him. "Are you okay, sweetheart? Did Chloe scare you?" Not once did she ask if I was all right. It went on like that. Birthdays, holidays, every occasion. Alex always got the bigger slice of cake, the pricier gifts, the comfort. I was told to share, to be patient, to be mature. And when they called me responsible, what they really meant was, Chloe pays, Chloe fixes, Chloe gives. I proofread. His essays, drove him to auditions, listened to his problems. Sometimes, I was little more than his emotional punching bag. Later, when he went to college, I even covered part of his tuition. A large share, not all, but enough to feel heavy. My parents said money was tight. "It'll help Alex get started. You're doing so well, Chloe." And I wanted him to succeed. He was my brother, so I did it. When he graduated, I went further, sharing contacts, sending out resumes, opening doors where I could. I thought it showed loyalty. I thought it meant I belonged. Then came last spring. His old car broke down. Completely. He called me sobbing. "I can't get to auditions. My life's over." My parents swore their credit was maxed out. Too many bills. Too many of Alex's shopping sprees, I suspected. They turned their eyes on me. "Alex needs a car, Chloe. for his future. So I co-signed. A $25,000 loan for a new Toyota. They promised, "We'll pay you back in weeks, just until we shift some funds." It sounded temporary. It sounded fair. And I trusted them. Weeks became months. No repayment. Not even a thank you. Just silence. Meanwhile, every month, the loan payment drained from my account, a brutal reminder that I was the one responsible. Still, I kept showing up. Last Christmas, I cooked the dinner. Mom bragged to guests about her roast duck, though I was the one who made it, along with every side dish. I even bought thoughtful gifts for everyone, though money was tight. And what did I get? A critique. Mom looked me over in my jeans and sweater and said sharply, "Why aren't you wearing heels? It's Christmas. We have company." Hours in, the kitchen, money spent on gifts, and all she saw was my shoes. This year, I drew a line. Work had slowed down. Finances were strained. I was tired of being the helper, tired of being the bank. So I told them, no hosting, no more money. I said it gently, carefully. "Mom, I can't. Work is overwhelming. I need a break." I didn't mention the car payments. They had to know. That's when the silence began. Not shouting, not insults. Something worse. A void. They stopped answering calls, ignored my texts. It was as if I'd been erased. As December dragged on, Chicago turned icy. My phone stayed lifeless. No invite, no message. Each glance at the screen felt like waiting for bad news. Or, worse, no news at all. And still, I checked, hoping. Nothing came. Meanwhile, Alex was everywhere online. His Instagram gleamed with holiday cheer, twinkling lights, a massive tree, perfect garlands, captions that stabbed me, feeling blessed with my amazing family this Christmas. Then another post. "Can't wait to be with my real ones this year." No time for fake stuff, real ones. That didn't include me. On December 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve, another UPS envelope arrived. Official, final. My hands felt numb as I tore it open, hoping against reason that it was an apology or late invitation. Instead, one printed sheet, an urgent invoice. Payment due, at the top my parents' names. At the bottom, mine, listed as the account holder. The number, $25,000. The note, outstanding balance for Alex's 2023 Toyota Corolla. No greeting, no apology. Just a demand. A bill, as if I were a stranger. Then came the insult. A line claiming I had verbally agreed to gift the vehicle to Alex. A lie. I never promised that. I expected repayment. And then worse, they labeled me disruptive and unreliable. Me. The one who always paid, always helped, always showed up. In that moment, betrayal cut deeper than the cold outside. I wasn't family. Not to them. I was a debtor, an outsider. My name gone from the group chats, missing from the family texts. A ghost in my own life. That night, my cousin Lily called. "Hey, are you coming to the family dinner on the 24th? She asked casually. My stomach twisted. I forced my voice to stay steady. "What dinner, Lily?" She hesitated, then admitted. Alex was hosting. A big family gathering. Everyone was invited, except me. I wasn't invited at all. When I hung up, I felt empty. My heart cracked into sharp, aching pieces. It was Christmas Eve, and the scent of pine and cinnamon drifted through the hallways of my building as I closed my door. I had given them everything. My time, my money, my loyalty, my help, my presence. And in return, what did they give me? Nothing. Just a bill. A cold, hard bill. And silence. A silence that shouted, "You are not wanted." For 2 days, I spiraled. It felt like falling down a bottomless pit. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day passed with me alone. My apartment endless and echoing, the quiet around me roaring. Every holiday photo online and every cheerful song struck like a cruel jab. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. My thoughts raced, replaying my whole life with them. All the times I was invisible. All the times Alex was celebrated. All the times I said yes instead of no. My chest squeezed tight, breath short, eyes burning with tears. But I refused to cry. Not yet. I opened the loan files for Alex's car, digital copies on my laptop, paper copies hidden in my file cabinet. My hands trembled as I pulled the papers out and printed them again, needing to see the words in black and white. My name stared back at me, bold and clear. Chloe Wynn, primary cosigner. Beneath it, Alex's name appeared as secondary borrower. That meant I was still on the hook for $25,000. If Alex stopped paying, it would crush my credit, wipe out my stability, and destroy my independence. Checking Alex's Instagram, I saw him posting constantly, selfies behind the wheel of my car, his new car, flashing shopping bags piled high in the back seat, tagging fancy malls, laughing, smiling, living his best life. Meanwhile, I sat alone, gripping an invoice for his car, a car tied to my name, my problem. The injustice burned in my gut. I even considered paying it off, just to end it, to make the problem vanish. Maybe buy my way back into the family, stop the silence, ease the pain. Maybe if I paid, they'd see I still cared, still wanted them, still belonged. But then I read the invoice again, disruptive and unreliable. Those words echoed in my head. They had called me unreliable. Me, the one who always showed up, who fixed their messes, who paid every time. I stared again at the loan contract. My name, primary cosigner, not backup, not helper. Primary. That meant rights, control. The car wasn't just Alex's. It was tied to me, my credit, my future. Yet they twisted my help into a supposed gift, then sent me a bill while shutting me out. Something shifted inside. A silent click. Not rage. Calm certainty. I was done being used. December 26th, the day after Christmas, the day they assumed I'd just pay quietly. I didn't. I took a hot shower, dressed with purpose. No pajamas, no leggings, real clothes. A crisp white blouse, dark jeans. My head felt clear, focused. I drove to the dealership, the very place Alex had chosen his car where I'd driven him, waited patiently, helped him negotiate the price. Carrying the original loan, papers in a folder, every document organized, I stepped inside. The dealership was calm, post-Christmas quiet. I asked for finance. A man named Mr. Carter came out. Sitting across from him, I spoke firm, calm, professional. My name's on this loan, I explained, sliding the documents forward. As primary co-signer, I haven't been repaid as promised. This is a breach. The night before, I had called a lawyer, a friend's referral, who told me clearly, "You have rights, Chloe. You can reclaim the car." He drafted a letter, and I handed it to Mr. Carter. As he read, his eyebrows lifted. "So you're saying your brother stopped paying? And you want the vehicle back?" he asked. I shook my head. "I'm saying the repayment agreement wasn't honored. My name's on the loan. I want to file for recovery." Saying it felt strange, like it was someone else's battle, but it was mine. Mr. Carter made calls to finance legal. I sat, waiting, quiet yet resolute. My phone buzzed. My lawyer checked in. I updated him. He told me to stay strong. Calm power rose in me. For once, I was setting the terms. For once, I was in charge. With my lawyer on the line and finance backing me, things moved quickly. They confirmed I was the primary co-signer. No repayment had been made. Repossession began. Within 48 hours, the car was taken straight from Alex's driveway. Quietly, hauled away. Alex's rage erupted publicly. His TikTok went viral. "My car was stolen," he shouted, face red and tear-streaked. "By my own sister." He filmed the empty driveway. Thousands commented, some defending him. "That's harsh." Others blunt. "Maybe pay your sister back, Alex." "Isn't this the car your sister paid for?" I watched once. His tears meant nothing. His drama felt hollow. I blocked him. I stayed silent online. No posts, no explanations. I blocked everyone. Parents, Alex, cousins demanding answers. I deleted their numbers. Filed it all away under peace. A calm washed over me, a quiet power I hadn't felt in years. Returned the car to the dealership and told them to sell it. I got a decent sum. Not all, but enough to cover payments and lighten the stress. Part of it I donated. Not to them, not to family, but to a women's shelter in Chicago, helping women rebuild. I donated in my family's name. A silent nod to what they weren't. It felt right, giving back on my terms. In January, the calls came. My mom, my dad, then both. "Chloe, how could you do this?" Mom shouted. "Alex is devastated." Dad insisted. "You ruined Christmas." They called. Me selfish. I listened. Let them rage. I was ready. Then anger turned to pleading. "Alex needs his car for work. Please, Chloe, can't we fix this?" I answered once, calm, clear. "I'm not your bank. I'm not the villain in your story. You chose Alex. You cut me out. You sent me a bill, not an invite, so send in the bills from now on." Then I hung up. I felt free. That winter, I booked a solo trip to Oregon. Snow, silence, a small cabin. I hiked, read, drank tea, and found peace I had never known. A real Christmas for me. Before leaving, I sent a plain white card with 3 words inside. "Merry Christmas anyway." No return address, just theirs. And I let it go. All of it. Would you pay if your family cut you out and sent a bill? Or would you take back what's yours? Let me know. And if this hits home, like, subscribe, and share with someone who knows what real self-respect costs.